This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. Joyce Dayton Corporation, a manufacturer of lifting equipment and actuators headquartered in Kettering, Ohio, is growing its operations in Jay County. The company announced Tuesday it plans to expand its manufacturing facility in Portland and create nearly 40 jobs by the end of 2026, though financial details of the investment were not immediately disclosed. The project will add 26,000 square feet to its current 82,000 square foot facility, which the company says is the largest expansion in its 150-year history. The company, which celebrated 50 years in Portland last year, plans to break ground next March and expects to begin hiring for the new jobs in the second half of 2024. Indianapolis-based Rapid Flight Training is extending its services to the Delaware County Regional Airport. North of Muncie, the regional airport has long offered flight training, but the new partnership with RFT will help flight students achieve their goals more quickly and increase the number of flights taking off daily, according to officials. The airport will serve as the company's first physical flight school and flight training center. RFT plans to bring in a fleet of 10 planes with several dozen instructors. The Merrillville-based NiSource Charitable Foundation and NIPSCO have presented Work One and United Way Northwest Indiana with a $100,000 impact investment in United Way's Mobile Services Unit. The investment, according to United Way, will allow the mobile unit to support participants in its Level Up program across the organization's 5-county service area. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to Engage Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. You won't want to miss our fireside chat with Governor Holcomb and the Michael A. Carroll Award presentation to Mitch Daniels. Plus, we'll dive into the important issues shaping the region's economy. It's December 6th at the JW Marriott in downtown Indy. RSVP at ibj.com/engage.
The American Lung Association this month released the 2023 State of Lung Cancer Report, which shows Indiana is in the middle of the pack when it comes to lung cancer screenings in the U.S. Indiana ranks 24th in the nation with a 5.1% rate for lung cancer screenings compared to the national average of 4.5%. The association says annual lung cancer screenings for those at high risk can reduce the death rate from lung cancer by up to 20%, and Indiana fell 4 spots from its 2022 screening rate. Tiffany Nichols, Indiana Director of Advocacy for the American Lung Association, told Inside Indiana Business that state legislators should look at increasing the state's cigarette tax and stronger policies regarding radon.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in our state. We don't have the best radon regulation. We passed some legislation in recent memory where it mandated that schools post information that radon is something that's bad, but it didn't require testing or mitigation. We also don't have any of those real estate disclosures where if you buy a house, it has to be tested for radon, letting you know what you're getting into before you actually purchase the home.
You can connect to the full report at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. In a case that came down to, quote, who knew what and when they knew it, end quote, a federal judge has dismissed the Title IX lawsuit filed against Huntington University and various school officials by former student athletes who say they were doped and sexually assaulted. The plaintiffs, Emma Wilson, Hannah Stoffel, and Aaron Manches, are former members of the Huntington cross-country and track and field teams who made the allegations against Nicholas Johnson, their former head coach. But Chief Judge Holly Brady of the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Indiana gave the plaintiffs until December 6th to file a second amended complaint. Sagamore Institute President Teresa Lubbers is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.